The birth of Prince Michael was soon followed by a sister, Paris.
Yeah, we were kind of told we should wait. You know, I guess there's a suggested waiting time. But I was flying to Paris all the time. That's actually how she got her name. That's where she was conceived.
Do you not think, though, that your children would benefit from contact with their mother?
No, because she doesn't. It's private information. She doesn't. She can't handle it.
She can't handle her own children?
Yes, I can't reveal that because I don't want to make anybody upset.
While Michael may seem reluctant to discuss Debbie's absence from their children, Debbie had no reluctance whatsoever.
People don't understand that, and they want a traditional, they think that something has to be traditional, and they have this notion of beaver cleaver. That wasn't reality in the 50s, and that's not reality, you know, in the 21st century. We have a non-traditional family, and if it makes people uncomfortable, it's a shame that they're not more open. We are a family unit. Michael and I will always be connected with the kids. I will always be there for him. I will always be there for the children. And people make remarks, oh, I can't believe she left her children. Left them? I left my children? I did not leave my children. My children are with their father, where they're supposed to be.
She preferred them to be with me than with her.
So, this mother carries both children for 9 months in her body, and she gives birth to them, and she prefers that they have nothing to do with her.
Split up because they got to a point where I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't deal with the fact I couldn't go to the grocery store. For 2 reasons. One, I'd get followed. 2, I'd have to look at crap on the newsstands that are right at the register as you go out that wasn't true. You know, I wasn't used to it. I like doing things for myself. Michael is more than generous. He said, we don't have to go to the grocery store. No, but I want to. I really want to. I want to go back to what I can go back to. That was what I was used to. That's where I'm comfortable. Doing this is very uncomfortable for me. Talking about these things is extremely uncomfortable for me.
But it's hard when you're an entertainer, you know. It's hard to have a marriage, and I mean, one day I'll be married again, but it's too soon. I went through 2 tough divorces. So I'm married to my fans. I'm married to God. I'm married to my children. I'm married to life.
Coming up, the notorious incident that had the whole world talking.
And it happened for like 2 seconds, but when it gets on the news, we slow it down.
Michael's mother reveals what it was like to grow up in the Jackson 5.
Joseph didn't beat him or anything like that. We just disciplined him out of love.
And we find out why Bubbles had to go.
Because since they get to an age like teenage kids do, where they want to challenge their parents.
All when we return to the Michael Jackson interview. The footage you were never meant to see.
When Martin Bashir arrived to film Michael and his children, Bashir was immediately confronted with one of the major worries of celebrity parents, the horrible danger of kidnapping. Consequently, as a security measure, public appearances by Michael's children require that their faces be hidden behind masks or veils.
Because you don't let anybody see the children.
I don't want a Lindbergh baby. Somebody took Lindbergh's baby, Charles Lindbergh's baby, took him in the forest and burned him to death. Okay, so I don't want that to happen to my children.
Bashir's repeated questioning fails to establish one important fact: whose idea it was to wear them.
I obviously have some influence, as their faces are still covered. That was my request, not his. Michael's very proud of his children. I'm the one who's terrified. I'm the one who's seen the notes that someone's going to take his children. They're not. They're not. Whatever can be done, they're not. There's nothing more terrifying than looking at a piece of paper that says, I'm taking them. And I said, you know what? I wore a scarf, no big deal. Pretend it's Halloween.
I don't want people seeing them. Because the press, they can be very mean. I don't want them to grow up psychologically crazy because of the evil things they can say to them. I want them to be normal. That makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right?
It does. It does.
And I'm sure at some point he will say, you know, to the children, do you want to wear the scarf? I will have immediate heart failure, you know, but, you know, he's not going to make his children do something they don't want to do. He's not that kind of a parent. Not at all. And I truly don't see why everybody focuses on that. I mean, is it a fashion statement? Are the scarves not matching? You know, we'll work on it.
While some people may have a hard time with the intense security measures Michael and his family have to follow, there was one particular occurrence in Germany that had many people questioning his children's safety.
Take, for example, what happened in Germany, where there was a huge outcry,
Yeah.
and you suffered a great deal of negative comment in the press.
Yeah.
Was there no one in your group who said, Michael, even though you're not going to damage your child, and you would never harm your child, but Michael, if you dangle blanket over a balcony, you are going to be severely criticised?
No, because
Was there no one in the room who would say, Michael, don't
my
do it?
governesses were up there.
And they didn't say no?
No, because I was holding that baby strong, hard, tight.
No, that's exactly what I'm saying,
You know,
though.
and I know better. And I've seen
You know better.
people that flip their kids up in the air and do somersaults and catch them. And, you know, I get caught up in the moment. It's holding on tight. Just let them give a wave. And, but it happens for like 2 seconds. But when it gets on the news, they slow it down. They don't show the crowd. It makes me look like I'm this eccentric idiot dangling his baby over a balcony like a nut.
I think the media took it and ran, like they do everything else. Yeah. It's just like, oh my God, he's not dropping the baby, please. Please. They blew it up into something it's not.
That
We
was
know about
so misunderstood.
Explain it. What don't we know about it? What should we know about him we don't know?
All right, I'll tell you from the very beginning.
Good.
He had such a grip on that child. And if you look at it again, he's got that child so tightly held under the armpits.
You're showing it now. Yeah, he is. Got it pretty tight under his arm.
Governance was up there, security was up there, other people. I took my other children up there and did the same thing.
Like I said before, he's very proud of his children, you know? And to listen to his fans all night long, they're so adoring and so loving and loyal, and they'll be there all night. And they wanted to see the little one, and he showed them the little one. Nothing inappropriate. May not have been the best thing he's ever done in his life, but certainly I think it was made too big a deal of.